chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Yeah, for the cost TK to let it come see it. Hands up, yeah, make it come treat it. Humps, yeah, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and our focus is on George Pickens. He's coming off one of the best weeks we'll ever see, well over 200 yards receiving. It's the Steelers and the Browns, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. CD, you look at the Steelers in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading the charge will be their quarterback. Always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson. Looking to throw right away is Watson. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's now locking in on just one target early as he's spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. On first down, it's Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 4 consecutive passes to begin this opening drive, and you can't argue with the results. They've already driven it into the red zone and a fresh set of downs here to play with.
Which means there's a lot of trust by the play caller, by the quarterback, the receivers, you name it. Everyone locked in, everyone doing their job. I'd continue to go in that direction because right now they get the defense back on their heels.
To the air yet again, Watson. And this is caught at the 8. Well, the Browns are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. To throw is Watson. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
This will be caught at about the 5. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And it's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Laviska Shenault, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was the touchdown catch from Laviska Shenault that capped it all off. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 33 yards that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. A few issues here on the offensive line, apparently. He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. A try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 16 carries, 90 yards.
Nice solid showing for him.
Pressure comes and down he goes. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. There's some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy can tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
This defense for the Steelers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do next?
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
He's got room at the 30.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker, because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Watson's throw taken in by Adams. And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a first and goal. Way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. That time a 6-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns team.
Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now this throw caught left side.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Austin brings in the quick throw.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Calvin Austin, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Watson on 1st down. And that's complete to Adams.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. Has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
Back to throw again. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Finding Pickens for another catch. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing quickly to Wilson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The quick slant caught. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Ready. Let's go. Charge. Ready.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Play is under review. After review of the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. George Pickens and the Steelers headed back out for another series. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
That's caught downfield by Pickens.
Hurry!
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Finds Pickens outright. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pickens. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
They could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports. A no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Watson's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. Down inside the 10, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Chubb is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Chubb again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school? right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would...
Touchdown, Browns! From 3 yards out. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Steelers trying, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you
down. Here's Chubb again.
3rd and 2 situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
3rd and 2, Watson. And he'll just get rid of it.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Going right back to Wilson.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Jet.
2nd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Well, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
Ready, play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
He finds Wilson. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson,
26 yards.
and the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And again, it's Chubb. And shutting him off, now open field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
72 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well.
A run for Nick Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Steps away.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the three, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed. This ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw now on 1st down. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Garrett Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run it again with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out.
He's been a load for them to handle defensively. I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Got him. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Browns. Past the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter. Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb from 8 yards out. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Back to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game. Lopsided game like this, they are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lasted one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.